Yo, we bite. Work till it works. This ain't a podcast, man. It's the inner works of your craft, man. We the lab talk. Well, today I'm with my main man, Landlin 863 with Polk Talk, man. We is back. What's good with you,
Man,
man?
hey man, just glad to be alive. Shout out to everybody, still watching, still supporting. Hurricane Helen and Hurricane Milton kind of threw us off a little bit, but we back.
Man, we bite, man. That hurricane threw us off a big bit, man. Not a little bit, a big bit.
Bro,
Two hurricane, matter of fact, man. It was back to
hey,
back.
yeah.
Man, shit. Shout out to everybody in Florida though, Tampa. I know they took like a week off, man. Shit, Polk County. Hopefully everybody was safe. Everybody got their lights back on. And man, FEMA tripping though. FEMA act like they want to cut that check.
Man, I ain't even reach out to FEMA.
They're
Just off of what
posting in stipends and and
I do a
um
hotel.
and vultures. I like
I don't need no hotel room,
that's
man.
what I'm saying.
Deposit
Dang,
somebody 79 cent in food stamps. Man, you can't even get a Tic Tac with that, man.
man, that shit crazy, man. They talk about the government running out of money and shit. So, that's probably this shit crazy, man.
Bruh.
But yeah, man, we back, man. How you been, man? How you feeling? College football, about NFL, anything you see that we need to talk about?
Nah, man, I just feel like I know a lot of people, aren't fans of the whole NIL and the transfer portal, but I think this has made college football. This probably has been the best year of college football. Like you look at Georgia, they are one loss team, Tennessee one loss team, Ohio State one loss team, Texas one loss team. Like you look through the top 10, 25 teams, everybody has a loss or two. For the most part, for the actual competitors for the national championship. So I feel like the playing field is more level than ever. You sleep on nobody because it's Vanderbilt. They got guys that transferred from Bama and Georgia and Oklahoma. So every week you got to bring your A game. I think this is the best time for college football since I've been alive.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And shout out, come on in, McLean. I'm surprised you ain't talking about that,
Hey,
man.
I was bringing that for clear the smoke, man.
Yo, you ain't even clear the smoke. Oh, you got smoke, some
Oh,
more
we got
smoke.
smoke.
Man, we had
Smoke.
some. Hey, we got a couple, man. We might as well transition right into clear the smoke, man.
Clear the man.
Hey, this is an opportunity, man, for us to clear the smoke in the air. Any misconceptions, any false narratives. Hey, we gonna clear the smoke right here, man. Wait, how you feel? How you feel? What you clear the smoke about, man?
Hold on, hold on. Okay, I got a list right here. I wrote it
Okay.
down today. I got a list. We go. This is where we. This is where we gonna start at.
Yeah.
Let's start here. I got a list for y'all, man. Hey, Orange County Public Schools, athletic director Jones High School, wanna be Kamala Harris. Ain't clearing no smoke for you. You ain't have to do me like that. You ain't have to. You ain't have to do that. Y'all ain't have to do that to me. First of all these counties that are trying to be strict with media and gatekeep who can come cover the games, who can't come cover the games. I just feel like it has to be addressed because when them kids wake up on Saturday morning, they're not checking WFLA. They're not checking Bay News 9. They
Right.
coming to the PolkWay platform. They coming to Florida High School football. Those are the platforms that they are checking out. So you guys banning the people that they're asking to come is doing nobody any justice. Y'all, I don't know if it's power tripping. I don't know what the issue is. I don't want to make it a racial thing or anything like that. I just want to address it and say y'all are doing a disservice to your athletes because the people that y'all are allowing to come cover the games, they're not putting any effort into it, and nobody's checking out their content. So the exposure that it has made your schools and your area so good, you're taking it away from them. So stop that.
Facts. Yeah, they love it when it's working for them, but then when they don't know, they don't see the vision. They don't like it. Hey, that's why I don't like
Yeah.
certain schools when they do things like that. They gatekeep. But then when shit popping, oh, they want you to come through. They want you to support. They want it like man. It's too much politics, man. There's way too much politics in the game, man. Ah, man. Did you even end up going to the game or not?
No, I didn't end up going. I didn't end up going at all.
What game you end up catching?
I honestly, did I go to a game on Friday? I can't remember, honestly. I,
Man, must have had a long weekend.
bro, I didn't. I did not go to a game on Friday, man.
Man.
I was like, forget it. So what happened, I was gonna go to Orlando Jones
Yeah.
and the distance was like an hour and 13 minutes. The next best game in Polk County was Frostproof versus Mulberry. So the distance to Frostproof from my house was an hour and 17 minutes. So I was like, you know what? Before I go ahead and go all the way to Frostproof from Lakeland, I just rather stay home because Orlando. How can I get to Orlando faster than I can get to Frostproof? So I didn't get to check out any games this weekend. So yeah, I just stayed at home and covered what I could via Twitter.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Frostproof and for handling business. We're gonna talk about that though. What's next on your list though? What's next on your list to clear the smoke, man?
Next on my list, Florida Gators, Cormani McClain and family. We'll start there. Hey, so listen, I covered the from the JV football to the first offer to the 5 stars to the transfer portal to being a walk on. My thing is I would never want to see no kid from the Polk County area fail. Now, what y'all have to accept is I have to report on the good, the bad, and the ugly. And that's why I like to preach to guys never get too high, never get too low. Because I got to build you up. That's my job to do it. And if something bad is going to come out, I want to be the first to release it. That way we can kind of control the narrative of what's going on. We can kind of feed it out to the major networks and let them know how it's happening. So I was early this summer, made a report. It turned out to not be true. And now the whole world is like, oh, you hating. Now you switching. I never switched up. I always wanted to see you succeed. I always knew that you were one of the greatest talents to come through here. It was never about on-field ability. It was never about you as a football player. It was the business side. You have to learn how to be a football player on the college level. You got to take care of business. And if I'm wrong for one to, see some accountability there, then I'm wrong. But I never ever wanted to see, the guy fail. I always, because if he does good, I can sell more kids in Polk County to these coaches. Because look, he was a 5 star. He wasn't a dud. He made it happen. Why would I want you to not do good? So y'all stop with the false narratives like I'm hating, like it's any ill feelings there. I want to see the guy succeed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's why we make the segment clear the smoke, man. But then again, you be low key provoking that type of energy though.
I
Sometimes.
have to. I have to. Bro, if you see the things and the names they call, like the amount of stuff that I ignore versus what I respond to
Yeah.
is, bro, it's crazy. Like it's probably like a 6-to-1 ratio,
Yeah.
15-to-1. It's a crazy ratio of what I scroll past, and then, but it's just the platform has gotten so big that like
Yeah.
once I do say something, it turns into like it goes bigger than what
They
they've
gonna
said because
dissect it. Yeah, they gonna
yeah,
dissect it.
it's like Drewski, man. I'm a 1-man army. Me against 1,000. So I'm gonna stand on all 10, and I'm gonna troll y'all back. This isn't 247 sports. This is more of a bar stool. We gonna talk our trash, and y'all just got to deal with it.
For sure, for sure. As long as you stand up through it, it's all good, man. Shit. At least they got a face to to who's saying it. Some
Yeah,
people,
y'all. Hey,
some people be hiding behind their damn pages. You don't know who they are. They just be talking crazy. You can't even catch them at the mall or nothing. They
not
don't know
after
who
me.
talking crazy.
It ain't Dylan. It ain't Dylan. Dylan's scared of y'all. I ain't scared.
Hey, you got anything else on the list?
Scared. Look cool. I know we got to talk about it, but Cedric Townsend. I saw him last night at the Lakeland makeup game. He didn't even want to shake my hand, man.
Oh
I gotta
no.
talk my trash about Mulberry because y'all had no business doing what y'all did, and we gonna get into it in a later segment. But yeah, Mulberry, it ain't no beef. It's expectations. It's not beef.
Yeah, yeah, and you had a lot of traction on that top five, man. A
It
lot of
did.
low key smoke too in the top five. Once you drop that top five, a lot of people talking, a lot of talking in Polk County, boy. But then you had to play. Then you got to play on Fridays. Then
And we
you got
see the
to play
result.
on Fridays, boy. But we gonna go ahead and get into it, man. We gonna recap last week, and we could low key talk about games 2 weeks ago and things of that nature, like any big games that we kind of didn't cover or talk about. But yeah, we get straight into it. Mulberry, frost proof. Oh man, Mulberry caught that L.
Cinderella story over.
Yeah, yeah. It was bad too, man. That boy got dominated by frost
Yeah.
proof. And this is why I was like Lakeland Christian. Kind of like Lakeland Christian now here in Polk County, man. They up there because what they did to Frostproof, and then Frostproof
Right.
turned around and did that to Mulberry, put
It's
things in
like,
perspective. And we're gonna talk about the this week, this Friday's game versus Victory. We're gonna talk about that. It's gonna be a big game. That's gonna tell us a lot about the Polk County top five and just the small schools in general, just to see who really up top when it comes to the Polk County small schools.
and see that frostproof versus Mulberry game though was different in the aspect of I feel like it was more emotional. Because the Mulberry coach came from Frost. He was the frostproof head coach.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
that was his first time going back home. It was like I saw Frostproof put out something like, "Oh, it wasn't an upset; it was fate. Like it was gonna be this way regardless." Like
Yeah,
so, it was a lot more emotion in that Mulberry versus Frostproof game than a lot of people expect to understand.
yeah, man. Whew, they got dominated. Oh man, it was a good story. It was good while it lasted. Warrior, Warrior was good while it lasted,
And the
man.
season not y'all season not over. It's just not no
Yeah,
perfect. It's just not undefeated. But y'all season out
they still
still
gonna
up
be
in the playoffs.
yeah, they still gonna be able to make the playoffs and probably compete first couple rounds and things of that nature.
Yeah,
We could talk about Lake Wells and Jones. Yeah, yeah. Lake Wells caught the L. I mean, that was a tough one, man. That was a tough one. I really ride for them boys to go out there in Orlando, make a upset because I know a lot of people were talking about Jones. It was straight out Jones. There was no faith in Lake Wells. Even people in Polk County were talking about Jones gonna win. But Lake Wells, they come through with the dub. And that's their second loss as far as like the big teams.
yeah,
And then they got another one this week.
yeah, yeah.
We're gonna
It
see.
makes me wonder, Lake Wells, when was that streak due to a lack of competition? Now y'all playing some big dogs. Y'all got good district opponents. We losses in the past 4 weeks, and then you got a Kissimmee Osceola this week. Like I don't know, Lake Wells. Not a good day, Lake Wells.
Yeah, yeah.
That
That's
competition just
I mean, the competition always been a thing, which is why, man, I made sure like, man, I used to always say, man, we can't lose. We gotta know win what's in front of us because the minute you start losing, that's when they gonna pull out the magnifying glass and they gonna go to oh wait,
we
hold on
losing.
now. Is that gold or gold plated?
Okay, okay,
Man, that's why, man, it gets shaky when you start losing it and start really starting to dissect. They really like, was it the schedule? Did you got talent? Did you out coach? And then you start really having to question certain things. That's when you win, everything good. When we start losing,
right,
it's gonna get questioned, and then they gonna say, are they ready for that type of competition? But they competed though. They competed though.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
heard it was, I heard it. I heard it was like what 21-17, like in the going into the fourth quarter, something like that. It was a pretty close game going into the fourth quarter, and then they ended up getting away towards the fourth quarter, and I think it was like ended up being 30, 31, 31-19 or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, 31-19. Which it's not a terrible loss. Jones is undefeated and the best team in Orlando right now. So, whereas last year I felt like Lake Wales' schedule wasn't strong at all, which is why we saw them lose early in the playoffs. This year they got a tougher schedule. The district is a little more tough, and I think they should go to at least the third round of the playoffs with how they're playing. And their losses aren't bad losses. They're losing
Yeah.
to really good teams, and they're in competitive games with these teams. So, if there's a such thing as a good loss, those two losses that Lake Wells does have would be good losses.
And then make them battle tested. Come to playoff time, shit, they get battle tested. You might be more prepared come that playoff time. We start playing them teams, and they got a pretty young squad too, man.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a good thing they going through that competition right now early, getting them prepared for the playoffs as well. So they got a big game this coming Friday, and we definitely gonna keep an eye on that, man. Last week, well, who else played Friday? Man, with the Hurricane, it done threw off everything. It threw
I
off all
think
types of schedules.
George Jenkins put up 60 on Kathleen.
Oh, okay, okay, man. Shout out, Coach Free, man.
Burger. They had a Bennett score. It was like 60-48.
All right, shout out, Coach Free, man. We gonna shout you out when you win it, Coach
Oh,
Free.
Coach Free, you gave up 48 points. I don't know if I get to shout you out now. I don't know. Oh,
They got the
Coach Free.
dub, though, man. They got the dub. We got to get it to them, man. They
He
got.
off the hook. Off the hook. But I'm watching.
They
I'm
got the
watching you, Coach
dub,
Free.
man.
Shout out to GJ, man. Shout out to Coach Free and GJ. That's a big win.
Yeah,
Kathleen, you can't be 0-7. I was talking about Kathleen last night, bro. In the past 5 years, so 5 years ago they were 4-6. They then went 2-8, 2-8. Now they went 2-8 2 years in a row. Then they went 1-9, and now they're 0-7. Like, I've never seen Kathleen be like this. I've never, ever, ever seen Kathleen be like this. And we talked about a few weeks ago the Lake Gibson drama with them being not so good. Lake Gibson can bounce back. The talent is there. I don't even see the talent all around anymore at Kathleen. And I don't know if that's a lack of development. I don't know if it's the weight room. I don't know if I don't know what it is, but I've never seen Kathleen look this bad.
yeah, it's bad. It's bad out there.
Terrible.
It's been bad for a minute though. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's tough. They ain't getting the kids either, because the talent, even from an eye test standpoint, just looking at it,
Right.
it's just not the product that used to be out on the field.
At all.
As far as size, athletic ability, it ain't even the X's and O's at that point. It's the Jimmys and Joes too now.
Exactly.
And hopefully they bounce back though, man. It's been tough. It's been a long couple of years, that's for sure. Victory got an out of county dub versus Sun Lake with
Yes, sir.
28-6. So Victory take care of business. Um, I mean, any other games you think we covered from last week, or any players you think we need shout out from last week?
I don't know how he did last week, but the last time that I did cover a game, I believe it was Bartow versus Lake Gibson.
Yeah,
Man, Bartow quarterback, I don't know what got into him this offseason, bro, but he just looks like a totally different prospect. Like, and his wide receivers owe him some steak dinners because they again this season in the 3 games that I covered Bartow, they have 12 drop touchdowns in 3 games. So those 3 touchdowns make any of those. I mean, those 12 touchdowns in those 3 games make those games not even close. And this kid is the clear cut Polk County Offensive Player of the Year. But the if I know he's gonna still put it on film because bro, he's rolling out, throwing the ball 50 yards on a rope. I'm like, oh my god! Like last year, he didn't have that in him, and
yeah.
so Blake Johnson at Bartow quarterback, man, he's playing. He definitely can play college football, scholarship football for somebody.
Shout out Bartow, man. They been handling business lately, getting them dubs. Yeah, they heard what we had to say.
Yeah.
And they tightened up a little bit. They said we got to get this shit together before we get on Polk Talk.
And they didn't pout. They didn't come for me.
Yeah,
They
exactly. They
and
just been
that's what I
taking care of
respect.
business.
Hey, when I have expectations for you, it's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? It means I care about what's going on there. So, I love that Bartow, faced some adversity early in the season. Now they stood up in the paint and you see they on the top 5 list in Polk County.
Yeah. Shout out to them. And Lakeland, how Lakeland look yesterday? I seen they dominated per
I
usual.
left after the first quarter, 21-0 after the first quarter. I
Oh
was like,
man,
I see where this at. Yeah, man. It
senior
was
night. They
opening
took care of
kickoff to the
business.
house. Malik Morris rushing touchdown, and Keon had a pick six. That was within the first 5-6 minutes of the game. So I was like, I'm out of here, man.
Oh yeah. So that team was no good at all.
I think that's only their second loss of the year,
Oh shit, impressive.
and they coached by James Wilder and John Franklin. So they got some guys
Oh,
who know
okay.
football. So
Oh,
you know,
okay. Good win for the Lakeland. We can move on this coming week. Get a quick predictions, cover a couple games. First game we'll go to. Let's do Lakeland. I was gonna say Lakeland Kathleen.
talk about that foolishness, man.
Let me go quick, man. Lakeland big. That's my prediction.
Lakeland JV 35, Kathleen Varsity 0.
All right. That was quick. That was quick. Oh man. This man stupid. Osceola Lake Wells, man. Let's talk Osceola Lake Wells.
I think I think that'll be a defensive game. Um, but I think if Purdy is healthy, I know he's been battling a little issue with his groin. But if he's healthy, I got Lake Wells 34-14. And through the first half, I think it'll be pretty close, pretty tight defensively. But I can see Lake Wells pulling away in that second half.
Yeah. Lake Wells getting over the hump. Over the big game. They gonna get over the hunt this week. I like Lake Wells, but I think it's gonna be a little bit closer though. I'm gonna go 28-21. 28-21, man. Yeah, but man, Purdy, man, he playing on one leg. Damn
One
that boy.
leg going
I
crazy.
watch I watched the film and I'm like, man, he practically on one leg going crazy. Like it's man, boy. This all season gonna be big for him, man.
Yeah,
You gotta really make sure he take care of that body, man. Take care of that body. So he can develop into that player that he need to be. Stay healthy, man, for sure.
right.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be a close one. It's gonna be a close one. I got to go with Lake Wells though. They're gonna go over the hunt this week. Tay gonna be going for Osceola.
Shout out to Tay, man. Shout
Shout
out
out
to
to
Tay.
Tay. Hey, hey, but
Purdy
they're gonna
got
get that L. They're gonna take that L this week, man.
your little brother.
Yeah.
Bombs over bad dad. Bombs over bad dad.
Kadoosh.
Goose.
Oh man, we can talk about Bartow. Bartow played Durant this week. So this is an out of county game as
Who
well.
was it? Bartow who?
Durant.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, another out of county game for the Polk County team. We're gonna see, man. Like, oh yeah, Polk County ain't been looking good out of county, man.
We
So
haven't. We
they
haven't.
beat they beat Bloomingdale though. I want to say Bartow beat Bloomingdale a couple weeks ago. That was a big win. So that's
And
why.
they came back. They were down 21-0. So
Yeah,
that was a statement win to me.
yeah. So who you got that game? Who you got the hot Bartow.
Yeah, I got Bartow pulling out a close one. 24-17.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Bartow, man. Y'all convinced me. Y'all been hot. We gonna go with Bartow this week, man. It's gonna be a close one. It's gonna be a close one. Probably. I'm gonna go with 17-14. We'll do two more games. Late Gibson Sebring. Late Gibson got it. Hey, let's talk about it. Late Gibson 38-0 versus Winter Haven. Ooh,
Woohoo. 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 They
So
don't get no cool points for that.
it's the battle, though, the battle against the struggles.
Why Debo don't try that mess on them folks from around the corner? You know? You feel me? You don't get no cool points for
No, but
being
they gotta get some kind of credit, man. Both
nah,
teams
bro.
been struggling. Both teams they've been on the clock with us. So we gotta get
Listen,
somebody gotta get a win.
Gibson's struggling. Winter Haven fighting for their life.
Yeah. Who you got? So I'm assuming because I'm going with Seabury. I'm assuming you going with Seabury too.
Yeah, it's still 8-6-3, so I ain't going against the brand, but I got Sebring. I got Sebring 24-21.
Yeah. Last game. I'm assuming this is gonna be the game of the week.
The Holy War.
Yes, sir. We going Lakeland Christian victory. Who you
Hey,
got? What you going with? Yeah, I think victory. Yeah, victory undefeated. Lakeland Christian lost one game. But it's gonna be a big game versus the small schools. It's gonna tell us a lot about the
yeah,
Polk County.
man.
I mean, we ain't do the Polk County top five, did we? We ain't do the Polk
No,
County
we haven't.
top five. We'll do our predictions and we'll go through a quick top five.
Bro, so you know the last three games, I believe, have been decided by 3 points. So all three have been 1 point games. And the first one was an instant classic. I think it went into four overtimes. So this is a game where, we wanted to see in Polk County for years. We got it for the first time 2 years ago. And now it's become an instant classic every single time. But defeated. Last year, I saw JoJo Scott against Lakeland Christian. They didn't have an answer for him, and they have even more firepower this year. But I think it's still close. I think it's a dog fight. I got victory 35-34.
35, 34. I'm riding with Lakeland Christian this week. I'm gonna go with Lakeland Christian, man. It's gonna be a shootout. It's gonna be a shootout too. A lot of offense, a lot of offense. I'm gonna go 42-28 Lakeland Christian.
Whoa. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna ride with Lakeland Christian, man. I like what Lakeland Christian been doing this season. I'm gonna ride with them, man. But victory, man. Victory been playing good football too. I ain't gonna lie, but I feel like Lakeland Christian been a lot. They've been battle tested. Yeah, they caught that L a couple weeks ago, and I think they're gonna be ready for this game. Bounce
Yeah.
back. So I'm gonna rock with Lakeland Christian. Your top five. We can talk about top five.
We know Mulberry ain't in it,
Uh,
but with another Lake Wells loss, I do have to drop them. So I'll go Lakeland number one.
I
I'll
agree.
go Victory number two. I'll go Bartow
Ooh.
at three. Yeah, but Victory,
Ooh.
y'all winning out. I can't be mad at y'all. Y'all winning out. I'll go Bartow at three. I'll go Lake Wells at number four. And that fifth spot, you know what, Mulberry ain't gonna do that to y'all. It's the first loss. I ain't gonna kick it. Y'all shouldn't have lost it, but I'll put y'all at
You
number
gotta keep
five.
him out. Nah, you gotta keep him
Kick them
out.
out. Kick them out. All right, y'all go.
I mean, if you want to keep him, you keep him. I'm keeping him out. They
We
got to
need
go.
the politics. We need a number two versus number five matchup. Lakeland Christian, welcome to the top five.
Yeah. That's where I'm going.
You gotta sell it. You gotta
That's
sell
where
it.
I'm going. Hey, but I'm gonna put Lake Wells in front of Bartow just because they both got two L's. But I feel like Lake Wells L's is a lot more
Respectable.
respectable than Bartow's two L's, because they got two L's versus top 25 in the state teams. So I'm gonna give Lake Wells the nod at three though. We're going victory two though. We're going victory two for sure. Good work. Good. Now we'll get into around the state real quick. We can talk about it. Venice, Venice gonna be the topic of discussion. They still handling Venice. They lost the IMG,
Yeah.
but they beat
First
Coco. Hey,
game with points wasn't scored on their schedule. So
yeah, yeah.
good one.
They've been taking care of business though. They got that first loss, but Venice still look impressive to me, man.
Yeah,
It might be. They might make a run come December for sure. They might make a run.
definitely.
Let's talk. You want to talk about St. Thomas Chaminade?
Yes. Oh, you know I want to talk about St. Thomas. They can't stop the run to save their life. Jesus. Hey,
Hey, I heard that was a good game though, man. Them boys competed, man. I heard that was a good game. I heard that was like a classic. That was a
can't
classic,
stop the run
man.
to save
We've
their
been waiting
life.
on that
Only
game. We've been waiting on that game for years too, man. At St. Thomas and Chaminade.
only reason why it was close because Chaminade was trying to throw the ball with a new quarterback.
Oh man.
Did I say that? My bad. Keep it on the ground. You win by 50, Chaminade. That's how they ended up getting out of there with a W, man. They kept it on the ground. St. Thomas couldn't stop the run, which does not look good for the playoffs and state championship implications. Because you play a team like Lakeland, you know what they're gonna do to you. So,
All right, they gonna ground and pound that bitch.
ooh,
But yeah, it was a good game though, man. We got Central played New Orleans. Yeah, the Central played New Orleans the past Friday.
yeah,
Central's trying to catch that steam. I feel like
yeah.
Central getting that. Hey, they get that swagger back.
They got a
Back in
Miami kid
that
at one.
mode.
They sticking like Central is a program where you have to know your personnel. Like you
Yeah.
have to have a kid that understands Central at the helm at quarterback. You can't be getting an out of state transfer that don't really understand Miami Central. Like it's not Chaminade, it's not Columbus, it's not St. Thomas. These are inner city kids that grew
Mhm.
up in the sandlot and grew up in the projects, real tough kids. They need somebody that speak their language to be their leader. And they've got that in their new quarterback and they haven't lost the game since.
Yeah. Yeah. They starting to catch that groove. They getting in that playoff mode. I say this a lot, boy. You gonna tell them teams that been working in the off season, them teams that been going through adversity. When
Start
it
to
come
pull
around
away.
this time, yeah, it come around this time. Oh yeah, they gonna be ready. Like playoff time coming, week 8, week 9, week 10. Shit, some teams gonna fold, but them teams that been going through adversity, them teams that been playing competition, them teams that been working, grinding hard all off season. Oh, it's where they're gonna separate themselves, man. And I can't wait to the playoffs, man. It's around the corner, man. And some of y'all seniors, man, y'all got a lot. Some of y'all got 2 weeks, two
That's
weeks
it.
left. So shit, you better leave it all on the line. Hey, this season went by fast, man. I feel like we just started Polk Talk.
I swear,
Now
bro.
we at week 8, man. But man, it's been a hell of a ride though, man. It's been a pretty good season so far, and I can't wait to the playoffs, man. It's approaching. It's definitely approaching. Man, any last shout outs you got? Any last
God,
quotes? Any last anything before we head on
no,
out?
no, man. I just missed this. I'm glad we was able to get back to it.
Yeah,
Love the exposure
yeah.
we able to provide. Love everybody that tune in and check us out. So I'm looking forward to even being back next week. It's one of the things I look forward to every week. So shout out to everybody that's tuning in, checking us out. We looking forward to bringing back that weekly content for y'all.
Yes, sir, man. And shout out to everybody in Florida again, man. That's why we ain't really do the Polk Talk, cause man, we had to make sure everybody cool, get back on their feet, settle down, focus on what's really important. You feel
Yeah,
me?
bro.
Forget all this football stuff, man. And make sure everybody's straight. Make sure everybody got a place to stay, got some food, got some electricity, and living good, man. But make sure y'all like, subscribe, follow, share, all that good stuff. Make sure y'all comment. I see Coach Free, he be commenting on the YouTube and all that. So y'all keep engaging. And we're gonna keep it going too, man. Y'all make sure y'all check out, man, new merch on the way, man. Y'all make
Okay.
sure y'all check out the website, man. Lock in, tap in all our pages, man. And we'll see y'all next week with Polk Talk. Y'all take it easy. Peace. All right, all right.